So I'm just like, is Bill high? This thing shifts like shit.
Hey guys, Chris here with Calibrated Power Solutions. Today I'm really excited to announce that the long overdue wait for 5th gen Aisin transmission tuning is now available. For the 5th gen Dodge, years ranging from 2019 through 2024, we are now offering full Aisin trans support across EFI Live, Lynk, and HP Tuner flashing platform. A lot of complaints that we see with the Aisin transmission is the short shifting due to some of the short gears that the transmission possesses. The transmission consistently shifting out of the rev range of the motor. This is going to be more so intensified with trucks that are running bigger tires and bigger turbochargers. What we had the opportunity to do is remap how the transmission shifts to better suit the needs of the engine's torque curve. Regardless of the turbocharger size, regardless of the tire size, we now have the ability to tell the Aisin when to shift and how to shift to better mate around the engine's power band. Some of the key things to take away from the trans tuning is simply going to be how the transmission shifts. And I say how the transmission shifts because that correlates with when the transmission shifts. In factory form, one of the key things that I noticed was the transmission would shift and the truck would fall on its face, and it would take a second or two for the truck to come back into power. Some of that is because of the delay in shift, but then part of that is due to the short shifting and taking that gear change and running the engine's RPM very low, keeping the turbocharger out of its boost range. As we go and schedule out that shift and get that transmission to again shift where the engine's going to be more efficient, we can keep the engine in its boost curve and keep the engine in its operating range, making the transmission feel more crisp as it transitions from gear to gear. Another thing you'll note is in factory form, I always say when you go across like a 4-lane intersection, by the time you get up to 35 mile an hour, that truck is already in 4th gear and there's just a lot of movement going on. With the trans tune, we're able to smoothen out how that transmission shifts, hold out that gear longer, so there's not as much movement as we're going through that intersection or getting the vehicle up to vehicle speed. Some other key benefits is as we increase that shift strategy, we're allowing the transmission to build up a little bit more line pressure to execute the shift and keep that clutch coupled, harnessing that added torque that the engine's capable of supporting. This way we can get the engine and trans to work more together and have the truck feel more nimble as you're operating it. In the product offering, we're going to offer a few different style transmission calibrations. These calibrations are going to be specific to the setup of the truck, bigger turbo, bigger tire, etc. Or maybe you just have the preference of wanting that transmission to hold out gear a little bit longer than the next. So we provide several trans tunes that you have the ability to go back and forth on to see what's going to best suit your needs. If you have any questions about Aisin trans tuning for any of the tuning platforms on the 19 to 24 Dodge Ram, feel free to give us a call at 815-568-7920 or feel free to check us out at duramaxtuner.com.